Hi, this is Anthony. Welcome back to my show. So, this evening I've been playing around with the image generator on Gemini, which is a Google product, and I've come up with probably 50 different designs. Anyway, I thought I would maybe start filming some of this. So, I gave the parameter to make it kind of in the style of a United States savings bond, kind of an old style one. And this one I said to put the name State of Oregon. It's where I'm from. Our state animal is a beaver. And a denomination on this, I said a rainbow trout. And this is what it came up with. It has a tendency to kind of create just nonsensical words in some places, but just an absolutely beautiful rendition of a fantasy piece. That's really neat. It would be nice if we had banknotes that were elaborate like this. This is how banknotes used to look in old stock and bond certificates. And if you like the design, even if you don't want to change something, if you just ask it to make another version, you can make. And it's always interesting to see what it comes up with. Even if you ask it to keep the exact same version but change like a color, it'll come up with something similar but not exactly the same. So you will lose the design. And it sometimes takes a while and sometimes it won't come up. Okay, so here's a very similar one actually. And again, it's the state of Oregon. I said use rainbow trout as a denomination. And so it kind of messes up that a bit. It doesn't want to create something that you could actually print off and fool somebody into believing was actually like a real old document or financial document. But look at that. I mean, it's just beautiful. So we're going to say do the same for California, but with a bear instead of beaver. California's in the news right now with all the riots, so hopefully we won't have a bear that's on fire. And you can do all kinds of things. I just had them do one with Noah's Ark in Hebrew, and it was a beautiful rendition. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So we'll save that one. Um, we'll have them do State of New York, Big Apple vignette. Sometimes it'll show the code before it shows the preview or the resulting design. That obviously did not come out completely correctly, but still very nice. We will say use New York instead of California. Apple vignette. So look at that, state of New York. It has an old style picture of the skyline of New York, has the United States seal at the bottom. I also have embedded in this to use imagery and symbolism of the Illuminati. So that's why you'll see eyes and certain other things that are often associated with the Illuminati. Okay. I'll say Florida instead of New York. Alligator vignettes. As you can imagine, you can get sucked down the hole for hours doing this if you like artwork and playing around with AI. And I've collected things like this and I sell them on eBay, so that's why I'm interested in, just beautiful designs. Look at that. Wouldn't that be neat? Wouldn't it be neat if we had 50 commemorative state dollar bills, just like we have the 50 quarters that came out a number of years ago? Something along these lines. That would be just absolutely beautiful to use in circulation. And let's do one for Texas. Texas Longhorn. We'll see what it comes up if it understands that. Okay, for some reason it's super teeny. Let's see if... But show larger. This isn't perfect. There's still little quirks here and there. For a while I was playing around with like Russian designs of banknotes, and it kept on kind of freezing up and not doing it properly. Look at that. Isn't that just beautiful? Take a screenshot of that. We will write great. Do again. It does take a few seconds, which you can't really complain. This is just amazing work being done. And there's another version, just absolutely beautiful. So let's think of another state. How about, we'll say 1 peso bank note in Spanish from Puerto Rico. See what it comes up with. And that doesn't look like what it's supposed to. We'll try it again. this would be great if you belong to some organization or a school and you needed some fancy certificates to give to kids, or just as tickets, things like that. You could make them using something like this. Wow, look at that. Just absolutely beautiful. Save that. And then you can kind of change things around. We'll say nice. Please use more blue and purple. Very nice. Let's put in do for British Columbia in English and French with forests and waterfalls and I think, yeah, beavers are symbols of Canada and especially British Columbia. Okay. Oh, I don't think I said change it to $1, so it may say peso. And of course, you see, even though it kind of looks Spanish, it intentionally has things incorrectly so that you can't pass it off as some antique, authentic financial item. Oh my goodness, look at the beauty in that. Wow, that's just incredible. Do the same, but with denomination of dollars. Again, just wonderful if you're the type of person like myself that has collected and deals in things like this. That's just fantastic. I mean, that's really what things, financial documents, used to look like 1800s, early 1900s. Okay, we'll now say do for Mexico in pesos with eagle, snake, and cactus. And here we go in a second. Oh my goodness, look at that. And if you look down the center, and it makes it look like this was authentic and it was folded up and put in a pocket or a wallet, you can see the crease lines diagonally and horizontally and also in the top right hand corner. That's just fantastic. We're going to say try again with purple, blue, and black with green treasury seal. Again, just absolutely beautiful, fantastic rendition. So I'm going to stop here. It's already 16 minutes. I'll do some more of these if they're popular and if people want to see them. Be sure to leave feedback. What do you think about them? I'd love to hear from you. If you haven't already, do hit the like button and hopefully subscribe. Thank you so much.